Hello and welcome to Straight Tripping. Today we have a fun roll with John the Executioner here, blue belt against me, purple belt. And John is on top here, inside control. I am looking to block the knee and get an underhook here, hoping that I can get a sweep. John's using his right arm as a crossface, trying to keep me down. Here I am going for that sweep here, and John grabs an arm-in guillotine. And I'm not gonna lie, I was seeing stars in this here. He's just trying to focus to get past the knee so I can get into side control, but this was actually super tight. I decided I'm gonna go for a Von Flue choke here to teach John a lesson, but it seems the harder I squeezed the Von Flue, the more I was choking myself and seeing stars, and I decided this isn't gonna work, so I let go of the Von Flue, and John's immediate reaction here is to shoot his arm up and over so I get exposure for the arm triangle. And since we're going fasting here for 30 days, no arm triangles, I adjust my goggles, get a better grip, and do a sit to back take. And now I'm looking for the rear naked choke. I swing him over to the left side in order to put his head in the bucket arm, the choking arm, and I can't get my hand under his chin. This is a bit of a crank here, so I don't really want to put it full blast. I want to try to get my hand in underneath. I use a butterfly on the right side to keep John from turning into me. I just started using this and I find it pretty effective, but my left leg wasn't quite high enough on the hips in order to keep him from jumping out of that, and now I go for the weakest Peruvian necktie you've ever seen. It's very slow motion there, right leg over the back, didn't get there, so John did an awesome job rolling out of it to go into wrestling mode here, and he is turning up the heat now. He's got me in a backside cradle, and he's looking to climb over into mount, I believe. He's pushing on my arms, really making things difficult. Here he is trying to go into the mount. Here I end up doing a little cheeky armbar here from the back, and just gets John to let go a little bit to give me some space so I can get on top. And now I want to try to implement some of the Gordon Ryan modules we've been working on in the gym. And once I get past his knee lines here, I feel like I'm pretty well in mount. I just need to clear the feet. There's that, and I go into a high mount position here. Ordinarily I would go for an arm triangle, but since we're not doing that, I go armbar. And there's the tap. Let's look at that one more time here. I'm just trying to get past his knees. I want to try to get into side control and then work my way into mount. John's on his side, doing a really good job framing here, keeping me from progressing, but then he gets that bottom hook in and exposes his knee line on both legs, so I pretty much felt like I was going to pass here because of that. So I just had to try to keep my balance and just create some forward pressure and escape that leg. Once I get into mount here, I immediately take up that space under his armpits and get into a high mount, and you can see here my right hand grab his right arm, and my left arm is behind his elbow. I just straighten out his arm, use my arm as a fulcrum, and there's the tap. So now John's starting on the feet again. I am in the fetal position and pretty well exhausted. John gets on top here, almost into a mount immediately. I'm trying to frame on the head, and then I decide to put my arm down on the hip so I can get an underhook once he starts to apply pressure. Then he goes for this odd knee slide, and I use it to get on top, but he immediately grabs the head and arm again, and this is a beautiful adjustment. He sits up and gets in much deeper on the choke, and there's the tap. Nice work from John. So here he is posting on my bicep, and I get the right underhook. I'm just waiting to find an imbalance in his weight, and this is it here. He puts both of his knees together, essentially looking for that knee slide, and I'm able to reverse the position, but he grabs that head and arm very quickly. It doesn't give me much time to react to it, but it wasn't super tight until he does this. He sits up, gets his weight over top of my neck, tightens everything up, and then he starts to apply the choking pressure, and I'm stuck. Beautiful choke. Nice work, John. So now, if you thought I was tired before, now I'm extra tired, obviously. And here we go again, starting from seated position here. John is looking for some grips. Looking to see what I'm gonna do. It looks like here he's just waiting for a reaction from me, but he's not gonna get it because I'm pretty well dead. He decides to jump over the legs into side control. Very nice little hop over to the side, and from here he does a great job controlling for a second. As soon as I bridge, he goes knee on belly. I try to turn into it, and then he goes back take. Really nice job there, and nice second effort getting his right hook in. Otherwise, I probably would have been able to roll out of it. And I don't want to say that I got choked out again off camera, so I won't say that. But now we get to look at Coach Jesse and Coach Nick here, battling out on the feet for supremacy. Coach Jesse gets a head and arm control here, and then spins around to the side to flatten out Nick, and that's time. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying the content. Please like and subscribe. It helps my channel so much and gives me an opportunity to post more stuff. If you're enjoying it, leave a comment.